Good morning, and welcome to North Vermont Elementary School's math lesson, topic 14, lesson number 8. This is word problems, so it's going to drive us both crazy, so let's get going on this. Filippo has divided 160 liters equally into two containers. So this is a bar diagram, and we have 160. How many liters is in each container? So I have to say 16 divided in half. Well, I look at that and I see a 16. Half of 16 is 8. Half of 0 is 0. Oh, I got it right. These bar diagrams. Jessica pours 232 milliliters of juice into a glass and 486 into a bottle. How many milliliters did she pour in all? Okay, so when we want the total number is going to be at the top. So I just look at that and I say, well, B is wrong and C is wrong because that is not where the total number should be. So now I'm going to focus on the only possible answers, A or D. Well, they've only given us two numbers, 232 and 486. So D is just crazy. I don't know where this question mark came, so we don't need the question mark. So the correct answer is going to be A because it gives us the number 232 and it gives us the number 486, and those are the only two numbers. So A is my only possible answer. Yay! Oh, I forgot. Sorry, did not leave it. I have to add. When you have a problem like that, you have to do the whole thing. So they want me to add 232 and 486. If I add them together, I get 718. So don't forget to put this little number here. It's nice that they self-correct me. So let's go look up here now. What do they want? Madison bought 538 grams of berries. After eating some of them, she had 426. How many grams did she eat? Okay, so we're going to look at this picture. So 538 is the total number. So we're looking for 538 at the top. So B is a bad guess. A is a bad guess because we need 538 at the top of the bar diagram. C is not a good choice because it does not have 538 at the top. D is not a good choice. It does not have 538. So the correct answer is going to be B. We have the 538 at the top, 426 below it, and the unknown number down below. Okay, so now what we want to do is say 538, take away 426, and I come up with 112 grams of berries. That's how much she ate. Jose is shipping 5 boxes. Each has a mass of 4 kilograms. What is the total mass? So we want to have 4s down below. 1, 2, 3, 4. A is not correct because there's only 4 boxes, and it says 5 boxes, so A is not correct. B has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so B is not correct. C is not correct because it only has 3. D is correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. D is correct. Five times 4 is 20. So please note that on these ones, there's two parts to the question. The earlier ones, we didn't. Professor Thompson has collected a soil sample from the forest. What is the total mass of the two minerals in the soil? Well, you have to look at that and realize that water is not a mineral. So we're going to ignore the 41. We're not going to look at that. We're just going to take these two into account. So we're going to add 139 plus 91. 9 plus 1 is 10. I put the 0 down and regroup. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 3 is 13. I regroup. The amount of the soil is 230 grams. Professor Thompson has collected a soil sample from the forest preserve in his town. He finds there are 48 milliliters of water. Then he takes more samples and finds there is the same amount of water in each of the samples he takes. If there's 144 milliliters of water, how many samples did he collect? So basically, we have to say 144 divided by 48. This is an ugly problem. We can do repeated subtraction if you don't want to do it that way. If I take 48 once, then I take 48 a second time. Say, so I would have 48. Okay, 144 take away 48 leaves me 96. 96 take away 48 would be 2 samples. 96 take away 48 would be 3 samples. If I want to check that, I would say 48 times 3. 8 times 3 is 24. Regroup. 3 times 4 is 12. 13, 14. So our answer is 3 samples. What I did was I could think, how many 48s are in 144? Or I could just say 144 take away 48 equals 96. So that's 1 sample. 96 take away 48 leaves 48 samples. So that would be 2. 48 take away 48 is 0. So that would be 3 samples. Peter has 4 hours before dinner. He spent the first 44 minutes practicing guitar and the next 46 minutes doing his homework. How much time is left? So I have to first do the math and say 60 minutes times 4 hours. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 6 is 24. So 4 hours equals 240 minutes. The next thing I'm going to do is add 44 minutes and 46 minutes. 4 plus 6 is 10. 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. So altogether, if I add the 46, the 44, and the 46 together, that's 90 minutes. 4 hours is the same as 240. So I say 240 minutes, take away the 90 minutes they practiced. That leaves me 150 minutes before dinner. Tiffany bought a 400 milliliter carton of moisturizing cream. After using some of it, she had 235 left. So I'm going to say 400, take away 235. We have to regroup across 0 to leave 165. milliliters. Let me check the math. 5 plus 5 is 0. Carry the 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 0 is 0. Regroup. Okay. Looks like that's the right answer for me. Write and solve a problem about this bar diagram. So I have 690 grams of rocks, and that's the total number. I have 253 plus some unknown number. Bob collects 690 grams of rock in the first hour and 250 in a second. Nope, 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 because we have a total. Aha. B, grams in the first and an unknown. How many after 2 hours? Well, that's not the question. C is looking very promising. Bob collects a total of 650 grams in 2 hours. He 253 in the first. How many in the second? Well, that makes sense. So 690 take away 253. That is going to leave me 437 grams of rock in the second hour. Okay, so bingo. Okay, now I have one more question. Have to look at the question first. Hello. Andy fills up this container to the 16-liter mark. The juice is now at the 4-liter mark. Mark the amount that Andy had. Okay, so Andy filled the container to the 16 mark, and it's now, so 16 take away 4 would be 12 liters left. This is crazy. Well, this one is not a good answer, because if you started with this, you don't have that. You have to have less than what you started with. See, he started with 16 and he now has 4. So the first container has to have 16 and the second container has to have 4. That makes sense. But just for giggles, we're going to look at D. No, the D is not correct, because look at this. It says it's supposed to be at the 4-liter mark, and this is at the 7-liter mark. So our best answer, let's review it again. We started at 16 and we're now at 4. So C is our best answer. Hooray! Oh, wait, because my computer's acting sick. I didn't see that last one. We started with 16. We're now at 4. Let's double check that. 16 take away 4 leaves me 12. So 12 liters of juice has been poured out. Submit my work. Excellent, excellent. Thank you very much for your time. Please go on to either Google Classroom or go through Clever to Pearson Easy Bridge. Do Buddy Practice 14-8. Once you have completed that, please do the quick check. You have 3 attempts to get 70% on your quick check. Hakuna Matata, best of luck.